All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. I got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but two things right now. Jack and shit. Jack left town. Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
What was that ruckus?
What ruckus?
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.
Describe the ruckus, sir.
Does this mean we're not friends anymore? Not me. I'm in my prime.
Out of your mind. Ain't it cool?
First you want to kill me, now you want to kiss me. Blow. Good. Bad. I'm the guy with the gun.
What's up, everyone? DJ Anubis here with you on Metal Tide Radio podcast with another trailer reaction. Now we're going to be doing 28 years later. Now, about a month ago, I got duped into doing a reaction, which I thought was a new trailer for this film. Turns out it was just a fan-made collage of stuff that was already previously out there or other things added that weren't really related to the film. And while I can admire people's passion for this series and, of course, of clickbaity stuff, it's kind of frustrating when you're trying, because you're trying to go in to these reactions without previewing the material ahead of time. You want the genuine feel about it. So whenever you get a fake one, it's like, fuck me, what am I doing? So again, I mean, I'm at the mercy of hoping this is the real one, but I'm pretty sure it is because I've seen other people I know do reactions to the trailer. So I'm pretty sure I've got the real one now. But if you haven't followed this series, started out with 28 Days Later, starring Cillian Murphy, great actor. He was in Oppenheimer recently. And basically, he woke up in the hospital, sort of like Walking Dead style. He was under surgery or something. He'd woken up and the world had gone to shit. There was like almost no one there. And then when he finally comes across what he thinks are humans are actually like zombies. The one thing I've always appreciated about this series is they actually give you an explanation of how everything started. Which is nice. Usually with like Night of the Living Dead or Dawn of the Dead, they don't really tell you like how the zombie apocalypse had even happened. So this I like having where we have like a 0 point of where it starts, so it's cool. But now we're at number 3, which has been a while since we've had the other two. I believe it was 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later. So now we're at 28 years later. And we also have some other actors, Jodie Comer, Aaron Taylor Johnson, who's really coming on, especially Craven the Hunter is coming out. It's gotten some bad reviews from Rotten Tomatoes, which is disappointing. I don't know how to feel about that, even though I don't always trust critics all that much. I generally go more with the audience, but sometimes the audience can be just as brutal. But judging by those trailers, it looks promising for me. But he's really coming on as an actor, though, ever since Godzilla, which, that character was kind of bland. But since then, he's really, really shown that he's got a lot of versatility as an actor. So I like that about him. And then Ralph Fiennes, he needs no introduction. He's a classic and great actor. So a lot of good names in there. The premise here is it's been almost 3 decades since the rage virus escaped a medical research laboratory, and in a ruthlessly enforced quarantine, some have found ways to exist amidst the infected. One such group of survivors lives on a small island connected to the mainland by a single heavily defended causeway. When one of the group leaves the island on a mission into the dark heart of the mainland, he discovers secrets, wonders, and horrors that may have mutated not only the infected, but other survivors as well. So this will be interesting because, you know, you're kind of going into almost Resident Evil territory where you have mutations and they're evolving, into something else. I have no idea what to expect here with this. But again, I'm a big fan of the other two films, so let's give it a shot. 28 years later.
Sit here. Auntie, what's going on? Jimmy, sit still, keep quiet, and do not move from this spot.
Seven, 6, 11, 5, 9 and 20 miles today, 4, 11, 17, 32 the day before. Boot, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Don't look at what's in front of you. Boot, 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 moving up and down again. Men go mad with watching them. There's no discharge in the war. If your eyes drop, they will get the top of you. Boot, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Try to think of something different. Oh, my God, keep me from going lunatic. Moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. 7, 6, 11, 5, 4, 17, 32 the day before.
Okay. Looks very intriguing. Kind of looks like we got some sort of like maybe cult involved here, even with the survivors. They said kind of like evolving themselves, like maybe they're in the midst of the zombies and they are not quite zombie, but not quite human. So then they kind of either have a way to communicate in some weird way with the infected, or they just, it's one of these things where they're, okay, they believe that the zombies are the higher order, so they might worship them in a way to where they sacrifice other people to them. Is somehow some sort of rite of passage for their way of living within that dark world. So it's just theory on my part, but judging by some of the skull statues and stuff like that, like it looks like there is definitely people living amongst them and coexisting with these creatures infected in one way or the other. So yeah, so give me your thoughts, man. What do you think about it? Are you excited for this? They were desperately needing a third one to conclude this. I don't know if they're going to go any further than this, but I always like doing threes at least, in terms of trilogy. So excited to watch this. So let me know your thoughts. Hit the like, subscribe button. Appreciate all the support here at Metal Tavern Radio Podcast, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.